Is tithe same as offertory? Is tithing an obligation today? The practice of tithing has been there throughout the Israelites' history when God established priesthood and a temple for worship. He instructed the Israelites to bring their tithes to the temple as an act of worship. The tithes were meant to support the temple and priesthood. The book of Leviticus says, a tithe of everything from the land, whether grain from the soil or fruit from the trees, belongs to the Lord. It is holy to the Lord. These gifts were a reminder that everything belonged to God and a portion was given back to God to thank Him for what they had received. Nonetheless, the concept of tithing changed and developed with the beginning of Christianity. First, the word tithing is an Old Testament concept. Rather, the New Testament talks about three things on giving. That is, giving generously, giving consistently, and giving joyfully. Thus, St. Paul the Apostle spoke on giving and encouraged them on giving beyond the tithe, that is, the 10%. On giving generously, St. Paul says, "For I testify that they gave as much as they were able, and even beyond their ability." He then added, "Whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows generously will reap generously." Yes, a person should give generously, but those who make more should be encouraged to give more, while those who make less should give less. On giving consistently, St. Paul writes, "On the first day of the week, which for us is Sunday, each one of you should set aside a sum of money in keeping with your income. The goal is not for this to be a new rule every churchgoer must follow, but a general principle to encourage consistent giving." On giving joyfully, Paul again writes, "Each one must give as he has decided in his heart, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver." No one should be forced to give. In fact, it should not be a measure of who we are as Christians. Instead, the follower of Jesus should joyfully engage in giving. God doesn't demand a fixed amount of money from us. He wants us to give from the heart. If people are forced to give a certain percentage of their income, that is extortion. If they give freely and cheerfully the amount they are able, that's a gift. Nota bene, even though the church teaches that offering some form of material support to the church is obligatory for all Catholic adults who are able to do so, it doesn't specify what percentage of one's income should be given. Remember, tithing was an Old Testament obligation that was incumbent on the Jews under the law of Moses. Christians are dispensed from the obligation of tithing 10% of their income, but not from the obligation to help the church.